G'day guys, welcome back. I'm going to do a flip cup pour for you. But before I get started, I'll show you the pour I did recently. It was the group challenge pour for my Facebook group, Pouring Your Heart Out with Julie. It was really tricky colours actually, because they colours that can make mud, so they have to be nice and thick so they don't blend too much. So I think the challenge is still going until mid-February, and then we'll do the Valentine's challenge, which is what I'm inspired by today. But that's it. Let me show you. I'll just show you a quick little close-up of some of the areas. It's dried really nice. Oh, there's a bit of a sheen on it from the window that's just off to the right there. So got some really pretty cells. I'll try and hold it like this so that the light doesn't annoy it too much. There we go, really pretty cells. Got the orange rings. And then here, blue rings around orange. Wow, look at that. Love that. So that was that one. That was the group challenge. So if you're not already a member, feel free to join. Just don't join as your business, join as yourself. Now I've got a whole heap of canvases that, you know, I don't really want to keep. I'm just going to start pouring over them because I've got way too many. Hopefully it'll be all right. It's not too saggy. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Yeah, Valentine's Day coming up. So I'm thinking chocolate, strawberries and cream. That's my colour inspiration today. And I've got 2 whites so that I can get a nice sort of creamy kind of a look, hopefully. That's what's in my head. Whether or not that's what I'm going to get, I have no idea. Pouring medium, my usual for my flip cup pour, 60% glue. This is Elmer's glue oil, 40% water. I'm using the Mont Marte paints. So I've got white. The brown is burnt umber. The pink is magenta with white, and then the end one is just plain magenta, and this yellowy one here is called yellow ochre. So those are my colours, and I'm going to pop in my spot on Treadmill Silicon. This guy here, love, love, love it. I buy it on eBay. It comes from, I think it comes from the States. By the time I paid postage for this little bottle, it's about $65, but you know, it'll last you years. It really will, because you only use a couple of drops in each. Actually, I think I might do 3 because I'm not doing any in the white, and I've got 2 whites, so I'll do 3 in the other 4 colours, and that will be ample. There's still this debate going on with people whether or not to stir your silicone well or don't stir your silicone well. I'm actually going to do a little experiment coming up. I'll do 2 canvases, one where I stir the silicone really well and one where I don't stir it really well. And I'm just kind of stirring it midway today, not as well as I normally would. And yeah, that'll be an interesting experiment, won't it? Just to see what happens. Okay, let's start layering the paints. So the paints leave a little mound on a mound. With this technique, it has to be relatively thick, otherwise your colours just all blend too much, and it just goes muddy. So it does have to be relatively thick. Too thick though, and you'll get tiny, tiny little cells. And maybe your cells might go a little bit split. They might split and go kind of fuzzy looking if your mix is too thick. So just be aware of that as well. Not too thick, not too thin, just right. Here comes the other white. So I've put the chocolate with the pale pink, and then I've put that sort of yellowy brown with the dark pink. See how that goes. Hopefully it'll look all right. I've got way too much paint in this one. We do that, we start layering, and the first cup has so much paint and the poor third cup has hardly anything. I'll try and even them out. I think what I'm going to do this time too is not do a straight flip down. I'm going to kind of see if I can get a little bit of movement, maybe, in the painting. We'll see what happens at the time, how I feel. I could change my mind. So then the white again on top of that hot pink, magenta, and I'll tone it down a little bit. I did think about putting the two brown tones together and the two pink tones together. Thought about it, and then I thought, oh, no. I'd rather see what the brown and the pinks do together, because I think these two will be really pretty together. I'm just hoping that the brown doesn't take over. I won't scrape that. In past, I'm pretty sure the brown's kind of taken over, so, but that's another reason why I put two whites in. Hopefully it won't be too naughty. If it doesn't work, I'll scrape it. I'll do another one with less brown. I thought about making half a cup of brown and then the other colours all the same, you know, the cupful, but we shall see what the brown does. If it doesn't behave, I'll do that. Okay, scrape it all out. So poor little Australia's gone from bushfires to floods. One extreme to the other, hey? My gosh. It is the wet season though. So where I am up in Queensland, up in the north of Australia, we do get quite a lot of rain. January, February, March. Good for the grass. The grass is lovely and green. It's growing so fast. Because my husband works away for 2 weeks at a time. So by the time he comes back to mow the lawns, the grass is rubbing on my little doggies' bellies. Because they're only little doggies, my teacup poodles. And because we've had all this rain, the grass is so wet. So they all come back in soaked. They come back in the house soaked. Poor little things. Okay, let's flip this. I think I'm just going to do one at a time because I'm going to sort of do a bit of movement in it. So, I don't know, I might do, I've got to think about it though, because you've got to work out where you're going to put your cups. So one, maybe sort of like that, and then one maybe like that, and then the other one can go there. So one there, and then one in the middle. Got that little orange line. Yeah, I mean, this was fun to do, this painting, but I don't love it, so it's going. Bye, painting. Righto, let's do this. Ooh, that's pretty. Can't see the brown. Oh, it's in there somewhere. Right, so this, I kind of did go straight down, didn't I? So this one can go kind of like that, maybe. I'll stand around here, that way I can do it properly. Oh, that's what I shouldn't do. I always tell myself, if you're gonna end your cup, you have to end it over here. So I should have gone that way, so that that can get tilted off. I remember now, because I don't do these that often, but I've told myself before, if you're going to do that, don't end your cup there, because you get that. End your cup there, that way you can tip it off. Might just go over you, because you're not going to be very attractive, and then I can end it over here somewhere. I'll just do my corners while that cup is sitting there. See how it's kind of blended and murky, and you don't want to put that paint back through the center of your pour. You really don't. It's okay on the corner because you're going to tip the corners off anyway, but just don't put it back up through the center, please. It's not pretty, because this is all beautiful blended, and then you get those stripes. I mean, if you like stripes, go for it, but I prefer not to. Oh, I've got stripes. I just flicked that. That was awful. Julie. Awful, awful flip. I don't have much paint left now. That was really bad, woman. Never mind, it is what it is, it's done. Okay, got some pretty cells popping up there. I don't know why that one was strumpy. I did pull through quite fast, didn't I? I don't know. Righto. So there's lots of blank areas here, so I'll just turn that around and we'll do that side first. I've got my corner catcher ready. So I'm not going to torch yet, because if you torch now, your cells will grow, and then by the time you've tilted there and tilted there, they'll be like this big and all wobbly, so I don't do it just yet. Walk it back and forth, back and forth. Take it into the corner and back. It's just starting to rain again. I can hear the rain on my roof. I did want movement, didn't I? I've sure got movement. Okay, now we'll turn it around and torch it. And that way, as I get all the paint moving back the other way, that's when the cells will grow. And that's how you grow your cells. Right, here we go. Nice and high, not too close. As soon as you see the little spittings on the canvas, on the paint, as soon as you see little dots, move on. Don't keep the heat in one spot for too long. Better off coming back over a few times. Just keep your torch moving. See the little dots that appear? As soon as they appear, move on. You can come back later and give it some more heat. Just not too much heat at once. It takes a while for the oil to come to the surface. So give it time, heat it, move your torch away. Give it time to come to the surface before you torch it again. Concentrating. I can't talk and concentrate at the same time, obviously. Oops, I got a bit close there. So I've got caterpillars happening. Okay. So just give that a little while just to for the cells to come up. See, there's a few bubbles now. I haven't been able to get close enough to pop bubbles, otherwise I'm too close. And I'll just get a whole heap of caterpillars coming up. Oh, there we go. I may torch again after. So tilting now will stretch these cells out. Got quite a few caterpillars. My mix might have been a little bit on the thick side. Then again, I didn't stir my oil very well, did I? You just never know what. See, the weight of the paint's up here at the moment. So I need to, can't go straight down. I've got to walk it left and right, all the way down, and that'll stretch your cells. I'm going to see if I can get that cluster of caterpillars off as I walk the paint. Now I'm swinging the paint. Swinging it back and forth, getting the weight of it moving, and that'll help to get the paint to cover the whole surface. Don't need the corner catches now because I'm going over the edge. Back again, I'll slow down a little bit now because I want to watch to see what's going on. Let's have a look at that. the brown's not too dominant, is it? I'm going to see if I can get all the way down there and get rid of that blob. It's another Mr. Blobby face. And again, don't just go straight down. Walk your paint. Hopefully I've got enough on the surface to get down there without stretching everything else. Walk it. And he's gone. Beautiful. And then walk it back into the middle. Check your composition. Make sure your cells are what you want them to be. The size you want them to be. And I think I will leave it just there. What do we think of that? Pretty, pretty. Magenta's quite dominant. I've got a little bit of the chocolate here. I'm glad that didn't, you know, it wasn't too dominant. Got some chocolate cells there. So does that remind you of strawberries and cream and chocolate? Or Neapolitan ice cream? Kind of the same, hey? Neapolitan ice cream are the same colours as strawberries and cream and chocolate. So either way, but yeah, with Valentine's Day coming up, Valentine's Day pour. What do you think of the yellow? Maybe I should change the yellow out for something else, yellow ochre. So the yellow and, I'm going to call it yellow, the yellow and the magenta's kind of made this orangish hue over here. So I kind of got one panel that went that way, but this has all kind of blended nicely, hasn't it? So, I mean, you can just do, you know, your 3 flip and drag straight down and get your 3 lines, 3 sections like that, or you can change it up and have a little bit of a movement in it. So there we go. I'm not going to torch again because I'm happy with the size of those cells. They're all pretty much the same size. Just take my gloves off. I'll get you down for a close-up. Make sure my corners are done. Oh, you're not done. Oh, you're not. You can have some pink. I didn't prep this canvas, so I don't know, because it's a used canvas, this paint might not stick. Wait and see. But because I'm making so many videos for you guys, I just can't keep them all. So I'm going to start reusing some. That way I'm still making videos. Because I'm more into making the videos, you know, on how to do things than bothering with the postage and customs declarations and packaging and trying to post them out, you know, overseas. It's just, it's too much of a pain. It's just not what I'm here for. Okay, just zoom you in a little bit and I'll take you down for a close-up. So tell me, what do you think about that yellowy tone in there? Should I change it to more of a lighter brown, like a creamy tone, or do you like that yellow in there? Once I've sorted it, I'll put it up as the group challenge and we can use those colours for a Valentine's Day pour. Right, let's go down for a close-up. Turn the light off. So some of the cells, I mean, they're just gorgeous. So the white is the opaque, and I've said it before, I've told you guys before, that it's usually the opaque colours that come around the outside of the cells. See the whites on the outside? Oh, it makes those rings on the outside. Oh, there's a bit of a rainbow effect happening there. There's the white again on the outside. It's got some lovely blending. Look at the chocolate there with the strawberries. Beautiful, beautiful blending of colours. just not sure if the yellow tone works, but let me know in the comments what you think, or if you don't think it works, what would you suggest putting in instead of the yellow? Look at the chocolate there. It looks so pretty. Look at that cell. Where is he? Look at that cell. Those cells there, they've got what have we got? White, and we've got chocolate, and we've got like a beige, and we've got a cream. Lots of colours on the inside. Oh, there's a little caterpillar there. Sometimes they can be, you know, interesting. Sometimes they're not very attractive. That's my favourite spot, just there. There. Take a snapshot of that later. Close up. And there we go, in all her glory. She's really pretty. Happy with this one. So I'll do that experiment with the oil, what it looks like, what the cells look like if you stir a lot and if you don't stir a lot, and we'll just see if we can put that little myth to rest, because people say don't stir and you get big cells. Well, yeah, you do, but generally they're big blobby cells because it's just a big blob of silicone. It's not actually a pretty cell. So, but we will test the theory and we'll see what happens, hey? All right, enough for now. I've done a few pours today. I'm going to stop, have a little break, go and have a cuppa, maybe watch some Netflix, listen to the rain, just enjoy the rest of the day, hey? It's a bit cooler today, a bit of rain, sit with my puppy dogs, and I'll see you real soon for the next pour. Okay, love you all. Bye for now.